Anyways, to our viewers out there, I hope I've been able to prove you right that Kai Havertz is one of the GOAT strikers
Which GOAT?
of our generation.
Strike what?
To outcome Mbappe. To outcome Mbappe plus
Strike what?
Mbappe plus Ronaldo.
So
So yeah, big season coming up. But first, the summer tournaments, they are almost getting wrapped up now. We already know 2 finalists. Spain are through to the final and Argentina.
Predictable.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything it's not news at this point.
We knew they would get to the final.
We all said it here on the set that Argentina would get to the Copa America final. But anyways, congratulations to them. And why are you not here?
They are on the verge of.
Congratulations to
they are on the
them.
verge of creating. They are about making a history.
Do you think it's easy to beat Canada? What do you mean?
No, it's not easy.
You come out of your group, you play a team from the other group, then you come back and play the team from your group in semi-final. Don't they know how to cross multiply?
You know, I said from the start that once I saw the bracket and the fact that they will not face Uruguay, Colombia, Brazil, unless in the final, then no other side could come close to them. Evidence.
So when they win this Copa now, they will be feeling good.
Yes, and they'll make history. They become the first country to have won the Copa America, win the World Cup, and then still defend the title as well.
Before you go far. Before you go far.
Yes, talk about the penalty.
You didn't say Naira.
Before you go far.
You didn't say Naira.
You didn't say
before you go far.
You didn't say the currency.
We're not going. Okay, I'm listening.
Let me remind you. On the fateful day, place the bet with me.
He did outscore. He did not outscore. They both scored zero open play goals.
Me and you bet.
No, both penalties. From the spot. From the spot.
You have 2 choices, isn't it? It's not difficult. You have 2 choices. Pay up the 500k that I'll use to buy Kai Havertz jerseys and distribute to my fans. That's number 1. Or number 2, you complete a task. Kai Havertz related. You have to do one of them. So which one are you going to do?
No, I can't pay you 500 K to go and buy jerseys that has Kai Havertz. It's not possible.
It's not your business what I'll do.
No, it's not possible. I rather give it to charity. Okay, let me give the money to charity.
It's not your business what I'll do with the money.
You want to give the money to charity,
but because of penalty, just something on the spot. Something I can score.
Why didn't Mbappe score the penalty?
Something like.
Why didn't?
No, Mbappe did not have another one now, and he was being selfless, giving assists.
Anyways, to our viewers out there, I hope I've been able to prove you right that Kai Havertz is one of the GOAT strikers.
Which GOAT? Strike what?
To outcome Mbappe. To outcome Mbappe plus
Ronaldo.
Mbappe plus Ronaldo.
From the spot.
From
the spot.
I want to point out something.
Yeah, what do you want to point out?
When we asked you who should Arsenal sign this summer, you said a striker.
Yes,
that Havertz is not that guy.
Yes, thank
you. Yes, I said.
So how is it the deadliest striker all of a sudden?
I said he's one of the GOAT strikers.
Which GOAT? Where is the GOAT? Yeah, misusing the word GOAT.
That guy to play a CF for us. Anything everybody wants to say.
Remember, you said Kai Havertz is not
and I'm saying
that guy.
He's not that guy to play CF.
So why would we place him as one of the GOATs?
But you just said he's one of the.
I don't understand. Misusing the word GOATs.
He's one of the GOATs.
Which GOAT?
He's one of the GOATs. But either way, you pay up what you have to pay up. That's it. I will not.
No, I'll keep to my word.
Thank you. So moving on, Spain, came up big against France, and key talking point is what Kylian Mbappe said, in the presser. Like, he said he was disappointed, and he still maintained the stance about the whole World Cup and Euros, whatever. So, do you think the Euros is more difficult than the World Cup?
Than the World Cup? I don't think there's anything that's more difficult than the World Cup.
I agree
but one thing that needs to be pointed out is when Mbappe first made that statement, he said for him, and he was talking to the French press as their captain ahead of the tournament, and it was like for him the competition is more complicated because, and he explained his reason why. It was like they know themselves very much, they play themselves all the time, so teams are very conservative and they cancel each other out with their tactics, and we've seen that in this competition. We've seen the games that were very, very balanced and even, and teams just not wanting to commit and all that, and that's why he said it's very complicated. And if he's even talking about for himself, we've seen that in the World Cup he scored 12 goals in 2 editions. He's won Golden Boot, he's won best young player, he's won it, he's been to 2 finals. In the Euros he has scored only 1 goal, a penalty. He has not scored from open play. in 2 editions, he has failed to win it. He has not done anything of note. And he's been very disappointed. From his own reality, it's just like, okay, Real Madrid, Barcelona over the 2010s. Who found it more difficult to win the league? It was Real Madrid. Champions League was less complicated for them. It was easier for them to win Champions League.
It's less complicated.
You get, but for Barcelona, winning Champions League was harder, and that's just it. It's just for different perspectives, and I don't know why Copa America people are taking.
No, you know why they're taking it serious? Because first of all, I think Europe also needs to understand that football is also played in other continents, not just in Europe.
Yeah, but that's not Mbappe's business.
No, it's not about.
He's talking about his own competition.
Yes, but you can't. But I don't think. I don't think
nobody should get angry with us.
AFCON can be the best, but then we're talking about the comparison with the World Cup. I don't think it makes any sense. No, yes, it's normal. You say for you, but for a player like Mbappe, is up for debate. Once you say something like that. It's debatable.
For him, it's more complicated.
There are players that if it was not debatable, we won't have it. If it wasn't debatable, we won't have it here in the conversation.
He said it's more complicated, and he explained why.
But whether we want to
get past those
things or not, one thing is crystal clear, and it's the fact that Kai Havertz outscored Mbappe once again. So, but speaking away from someone that did not perform, let's talk about someone that has been doing extremely well, above all expectations. Take a bow. You just have to respect him. Lamine Yamal has been exceptional.
Before we start, what are you doing at age 16?
I was already like,
I won Ballon. Actually, at that point, I was like the next World Cup. My potential was crazy. I was so fast. World Cup at 18 was a beast. I was the next R9. Which one is World Cup?
See this man that have no registered goals.
Because I was that fast. And I was better than World Cup because I had the decision making. You understand?
Yeah, so at 16,
why you lying like this now?
What were you doing at 16?
At 16, I was writing my WAEC.
We passed WAEC before that. We had already done WAEC. Even did you see?
If I lying.
I mean,
but yeah, prodigy. Like the fact about Yamal, I think. Yes, when you look at pictures that have been surfacing over the internet, you can say he has been destined for greatness. Messi, it was with Messi.
Yeah.
He was a ball boy. He has literally been right there in front of our faces.
Should I bust your head?
Yeah, bust.
Should I bust your head?
Yeah, do it.
Christian Chukwu baited me when I was a kid.
We should have evidence. We have evidence.
There was no
photograph. The photographer forgot to come for
How should you end up now? What happened to your football?
I made it. I played I won a Ogun State Inter-Kini competition. I won my school MVP. I won MVP in 2 schools. I scored 100 goals from left back in JS2.
Why are you lying today now? Why are you lying so much?
Fiction, let's talk about something that could let's talk about someone that can actually win, and it's the fact that Spain and Yamal could now possibly win the Euros. And if they do that, is he your number 1 shout for the player of the tournament?
He has always been the number 1 shout. When we talked about it earlier, and I said this player has shown he has grown between leaps and bounds. You look at in a game as big as against France, you're winning the man of the match. You also equalize at that level. Even the composure to take that shot, because he made Rabiot look like nothing. With all due respect to him.
Okay.
He made
mention our player. What Omo did to your player? Don't mention Saliba is pure.
Please
he's clean in all of this.
I'll also say my player was tired, and there's always room for fatigue. So I have nothing to. I am not even bothered about because I do not see them.
For you, Cerebrone, is Yamal a world-class player?
You see, I made a tweet a while back, and I'll re-echo my thoughts on that tweet. I think that if you ever ask me, is a 16-year-old world-class? I'll tell you no, point blank, right? 99% of the time, I'll tell you no. Because being world-class, one of the most important things is consistency across seasons. That's 3-4 seasons. But if you're ever going to make an exception,
it has to be Yamal.
It's players like that you make exceptions for. Players like Yamal, because of what he's done in a major tournament. It's the Euros, and a 16-year-old is about to be player of the tournament against Egbons and Agbayas. It's ridiculous to even think about it. And how do you say the player of the tournament at the Euros is not world class? especially after he has shown up against everybody. They played
in
against
every
Germany.
of the games he played.
Germany were considered the other best team.
Yeah.
In the competition.
Apart from Spain, he showed up. He showed up against France when his team were down. Considering so early is a very huge blow. They needed to get back as quickly as possible. And France were not even letting them get into the 18 like that at that point. Because, of course, when France take the lead, they are very compact and everything. But he took that shot, scored that beautiful goal, reminiscent of Lionel Messi. And he just showed that, and he was man of the match in the Euro semi-final.
Okay, so
as far as I'm concerned,
let's go away from Yamal. Let's go away from Yamal a bit.
Yeah.
Are there other contenders that could rival him for the player of the tournament? Considering
definitely.
England and Netherlands will play in the other
definitely, I think Gakpo is
Gakpo is one of the other person in conversation because
Jude
other players.
Jude Bellingham definitely.
Bellingham was, we can't forget anything you talk about Bellingham. You see that game against Slovakia. That's the game people will always remember because that was the most important. In this tournament. If not, I think Gakpo comes ahead of Bellingham, judging from the kind of performance we've had in the competition so far.
But all it takes is for Bellingham to score in this semi-final for England to advance, and
so you backed France to win, but now
he's out of it.
Your predictions changing. Who are you backing now?
He should not back anybody before he remove my team. Please just leave Spain out of it. Support England.
The kind of hate watch I want to do for that final. I'm hating England and Spain if they read that final. So Netherlands is the last hope. But the problem is they are coached by someone I despise.
Ronald Koeman.
So you're in a very.
The guy almost relegated my club.
Yeah, in a very.
I will never forget.
You're in a very tight
spot. But Koeman has been a good coach with this Netherlands side in this Euros. I'm telling you, he has been flexible when he's needed. No, I'm saying in this Euros, they've looked better, they look sharper.
Not that Austria beat.
No, anybody. It's only Spain that's not dropped points in this Euros so far.
So I respect it.
Anyone.
Okay, so let's touch something that has been trending for a while now. You know, football. I don't know what the football fan culture is becoming right now, but we cannot escape comparisons. Every day we are comparing. Is this guy better than this guy? Is this guy? And Ronaldo and Messi, they just made it worse.
The
latest comparison now is coming off Scaloni's comments. You know, after Argentina reached yet another Copa America final.
Those guys are so
boring news if you ask me, because we saw it coming.
They are always insecure.
But now Scaloni says he would like to see Euros teams welcome to the Copa America and vice versa. Copa America sides welcome to the Euros as well. So hypothetically, who do you think will survive and who do you think will struggle? Euro sides in Copa America or Copa America sides coming to Europe?
Europe side will survive.
Is there no competition?
There is World Cup already. There's World
Cup exists.
Okay, so after Brazil won in 2002, a European team won in 2006.
Yeah.
How many South American teams were in semi-final? 0.
Yeah.
A European team won in 2010. Argentina collected 4-0 in the quarterfinals. A European team won in 2014. Argentina collected in the final. A European team won in 2018. So for the first time in how many years, a South American team won World Cup, and now we know your word. Every day they should come and play Copa America.
But they've already shown evidence. Canada went to Copa America in semi-final.
I just say that AFCON sides will excel in Copa America.
Easily.
Yes.
Because
the physicality we have it.
Yes, that physicality I always shouting about. That because they don't have good referees, we will not hear word.
Or they just don't want to have good officiating. Because I don't think they don't have good referees.
We play it in AFCON.
We even play it here in backyard football.
Let's know whether they can handle the same thing.
I mean, the biggest, when you look at Euro side, you see when you see the gulf in quality, there's still one or two exceptional players that can cause something. You look at this side like Georgia now, low ranked, but you saw what they play, they can cause you problems. You look at Turkey and the like. But when you go to South America, once there's a gulf in quality,
it's very evident in the game.
Just look at
the only time that Bolivia are difficult to play.
Jamaicans got only one goal now. True.
Yes.
Right? The only time that Bolivia are difficult to play against is when they are home. And that they are high altitude.
Yes, their altitude is very difficult.
They play Copa America in different countries.
But even apart from that, we even talk about the tactical change.
Mexico.
Chile has not even been fantastic for a while. They've been very poor, even globally. You look at the managers that they have. It's not the same. You talk about the Euros. You have. Let me not even call.
Okay, so
I get the point about
you have
Eurocentric.
Deschamps.
Yeah.
I know that's something that gets everybody. I mean, we are all passionate about that. Like, it's not only Europe that exists in football. There's football everywhere and all that. I get it. But there's a way that those guys in South America are coming off. I feel like it's better for you to hype your own.
Yeah.
Right? Than to keep
the
saying,
comparison.
Come and play this thing, you know. I will tell you, let Messi come and play MPFL. Where I will not suffer.
When you have traveled long distance.
Can you do it on a muddy pitch in
Kano?
It's not even the muddy pitch. When you finish traveling a long distance,
you
know how.
Can say that.
Okay, so this one, let me put you guys on the spot. It's not really putting you on the spot, but rank these 3 competitions from good, to bad to worse. AFCON, Copa America, and Euros. From good, bad, worse.
Okay. Euros, AFCON, Copa America.
Me. AFCON. Cloud, everything. You know what makes AFCON so good?
Yeah.
It's the fact that, first of all, we get to see players who never got a chance to go to Europe. It's not like they were not talented enough. They just never got a chance to go play in the big leagues and all that.
But that's like before.
And play against them, you will recognize that the difference between you and I is just that you got an opportunity and I didn't. Right? Apart from that, the culture that just exists in the tournament, the way everything that comes together to make up AFCON, the football, the fun, banter, the rivalry, everything. It's just a perfect competition for me. I think after that is the Euros. But I don't know why we're not mentioning Asian Cup. Asian Cup was incredible this year.
Incredible this year, I must say.
But the reason why I have a problem with Copa America, and I'll say it very clearly, they are not stable. They change the setup every time. Year you have 4 groups. The next competition you can have 2 groups. The next competition you can have 2 groups of 5 teams. 4 will qualify.
Yeah, they'll say extra time. Yeah, they'll say no extra time.
They keep changing everything.
It's because of you look at the followership too. When you talk about the followership of the Copa America, it's not that good. So they are trying to find a way whereby they draw in that fan engagement. That's why you always see that comparison.
This CONCACAF and CONMEBOL thing. It will also help CONCACAF teams get better, and they just stick with the 4 groups and just keep going like that. But next time they should cross multiply, because seeing Argentina play Canada again.
The parents should.
Anyway, that's all we have time for you in this video. It's been an amazing one, discussing football, and it's also been super amazing because Kayava did me proud against Kylian Mbappe. I'm 500k richer.
Penalties.
I will have a good night thinking about what I will do with it.
500k Monopoly money.
500k richer thinking about what I will do with it. So the competitions are still going on, and the final is just days away. And of course, we'll be here to give you all of the latest updates, analysis, and previews ahead of those big games. Once again, it's been a nice one for myself, Cerebroni, and the Duchess. Until we come your way next time, peace.